Y'all know who it is. It's your boy, I'm that guy, and today we are doing another video, man. If you do like these videos, make sure to like and subscribe because this is about to be a heavy one. Men who are worded, and a 3-year-old girl, hey man, happens in prison. Let's get into it.
Rensselaer police say they are not surprised that Robert Fisher died at the Elmira Correctional Facility this week.
That breaking update was first on 13 last night. Fisher only spent a few weeks behind bars after he was just convicted of murdering and raping little Josephina Cunningham. She was just 3 years old.
News Channel 13's Tessa Bentulin is now here live with us to share what police told her today.
And
Tessa,
chat, let's have a moment of silence for that 3-year-old girl, man. All right, man. Let's continue.
Hi, Rachel and Steve. Well, the Rensselaer police chief says they were informed about Fisher's death, but they're in the dark when it comes to how Fisher died. That's being investigated by the Department of Corrections.
And chat, when it comes to these people who mysteriously, they often do, these PDF files. They often do, unalive. They get unalived in prison, and it's unpredictable. We don't want to waste good government resources really investigating, because usually honestly it's an act of God. It's really just unexplainable, and there's really no real way to find out. So honestly, we should have just shut the case. It's a mystery. Whatever happened, it happened, and we gotta move on.
And Community Services. Police Chief Warren Famigletti says it's a difficult situation for everybody involved because of the trauma this horrific death has for the family and the investigators who worked closely on this case. Hearing about Fisher's death brings that trauma back for so many. Fisher's death comes 6 weeks after he was just sentenced to 20 years to life in prison for Josephina Cunningham's death. He pled guilty to raping and killing little Josephina, here on your screen, in Rensselaer in July 2023. The details of Josephina's attack are horrific. In court, we learned Fisher drugged Josephina before raping her, then tried to cover it up, and what he'd done by taking Clorox wipes and scrubbing her face. He scrubbed her face so hard that he burned the pigment right off her face. Chief Famigletti.
Chat. And we can't waste valuable resources, like I said before. When it comes to these types of happenings, we really can't decide what happened. And I don't think we should look into it any further, honestly. When it happens like this, it's so mysterious and so baffling. You can't explain it. You can't explain it. You might as well just, those are just one of those, man, they got away. And some people just do get away, chat. Some people just do get away. He got unalived in prison, and there's really no explanation.
Letty says
I'm glad the police officers, they looked into it. They looked into it, to the best of their ability. But at this point, we gotta direct our resources to more important cases. This is just one of those ones that, fortunately, have to be pushed under the rug. He wants to make sure everyone knows of the terrible things Fisher did to Josephina.
Did you expect this death to come?
We didn't not expect it, right? It's a horrific crime. Everybody knows what he did. So we didn't expect him to have a smooth time in prison.
Coming up live at 6 o'clock.
Chat, the police did what they could. They did what they could. But when it comes to people like this, cameras just don't work like they used to. Eyewitnesses, I can't even say what happened. You know what I'm saying, chat? We can't really point the blame at anybody. So, except for him, we can't point the blame at nobody except for him. So, this is just going to be a mysterious, random occurrence that could have happened to anyone who have done the same crime as him. And honestly, this should just be an example of the acts. God works in mysterious ways, and these are just one of his many acts, and we can't really pinpoint what happened. And I honestly, we should just move past it and direct our resources to more valuable cases, more cases that deserve our attention. I heard somebody parked near one of those, they didn't even pay a parking meter or something. So I think we need to direct those to more important cases such as those. I think someone got a boot on their car. So this is one of the many things that just, have to be pushed under the rug.
The conversation a Rensselaer police investigator had with Josephina's father after learning about Fisher's death. Rachel and Steve.
It's just